Crafty friends, it's Jess from jesscrafts.com, and today I'm here with the Nook Designs Deck the Halls with Inky Paws blog hop. This is an annual event for December where we share a lot of holiday inspiration, so be sure to check out the link in the video description below to join in on the hop. There's also a chance to win and see some great inspiration. Today we also have a bonus release of this Whispering Pines stamp set, and it includes some sort of watercolor-esque trees and a little cat and dog silhouette image and some cute little sentiments. And for today's card I'm going to show a really bright, fun look at this stamp set, and I'm going to stamp them in some bright colors of distress ink. I have Mermaid Lagoon, Wilted Violet, and Twisted Citron. All of these are new colors for 2015. I really like how bright the palette is. And these stamps are solid stamps, and distress ink isn't always recommended for solid stamps because it doesn't give like really clear, crisp impressions. However, I wanted to go for a sort of imperfect stamping look. I wanted them to be able to layer, and distress inks look nice when they're stamped over each other because they sort of blend in together. And also, I was definitely trying to create just more of a sort of fun look to the card, as obviously a realistic, really nice, crisp image might be with like green trees or something more traditional, but I just want something really, really fun. So I just stamped a variety of trees in those colors, keeping it towards the center. I probably should have planned out a little bit better where my sentiment and everything was going to go, but it worked out in the end. I wanted to stamp some snow on top of it. There's this little gathering of snow and snowflakes in the stamp set, and so I'm stamping those with some Versamark ink, and I will be embossing them with a white glitter embossing powder. And so it's not the most noticeable sort of decoration, but it adds this really pretty subtle shimmer and this detail to it. So if you had done it on a blue sky background, this white glitter would really pop, but instead I was looking for something a little bit more subtle and understated. I find when creating clean and simple cards, details like embossing, particularly with a fancy embossing powder such as the white glitter sparkle or like a gold and silver, can really add a lot of punch. I did a Hanukkah card recently with some gold embossing powder, and it really helps make a simple card look fancy and special. And so I'm doing the same thing here, where I am basically filling the whole scene around the trees with this snowflake. And I am not spreading it all the way to the edge of the card. I find when doing this it's best to stamp just a few and then cover with embossing powder, because if you stamp too many you'll start layering it over each other and you might not want it as layered over. And so, because the Versamark ink is clear, so when you stamp it down you can't see exactly where you stamped unless you kind of twist it in the light and that sort of thing. So I just kind of keep track and stamp a few next to each other, shake the embossing powder on. You don't have to do the whole heat embossing process, just to shake the powder on, and then move to the next area until you have it filled out the way that you want. And don't worry about it overlapping a little bit or about being sort of perfect in its coverage. Snow obviously does not fall in straight perfect lines, and so it's going to look great even if it's not perfect. Once I had my tree and snow scene created, I was ready to add some details with the sentiment and those little silhouette images of the dog and cat that are so sweet and such a trademark of Nook Designs, all the adorable cat and dog images that Jennifer Jackson designs for us. And so I stamped the sentiment with VersaFine ink, which is a pigment ink and will allow me to add some clear embossing. And this clear embossing powder will just give a little bit more weight to those particular images, because I do want them to be really crisp and stand out against the bright, colorful background. And then I'll make sure that my heat gun is hot and clear emboss over them. Then I'm going to attach that whole panel to a piece of black cardstock to further make those bright colors pop. And that's going to be it for my card today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in more crafting tutorials, especially featuring Nook Designs, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. And for your chance to win a gift certificate to Nook Designs, be sure to follow the link in my video description below. Thanks for watching. Bye.